we have a disgruntled viewer of the British pound from May 27th, 17. I posted a video, how to buy low, sell high. Now, the only way you're going to make money in these markets is to buy low, sell high, and apparently this guy is not happy with that idea. He has a better way. I'd like to see it. I'd really like to see how you do it. This guy 89, Cynic 89, is trying to explain it to him. And here we go. This is the comment here is, ha ha ha, simple as you can get, laughed my ass off. The guy just made a response saying it was exactly not simple and stop looking for simple. What I'm saying is that it's simple, really. You put a stop in, you have to take profit, and that's trading. So, which is exactly my point. Goobers like you, I mean, obviously he's the goober, right? I don't get it. There's no specific point at which he says, well, see here where you got in? Yeah, you're going to get stopped out. I said right there, what my whole premise is, there's only two things to know, is volatility and is the market open? If the market's open, you can trade. Volatility is telling you what type of order to place. This is the same guy I just did a video on where he liked the guy getting in at the top of the range on a buy stop of one ticket of a monster position with risk that was just off the charts dangerous, right? I mean, just if you had real money in there, I don't know if it was real money, and it doesn't matter if it's real money or not. Are these good ideas? I'm saying I'm a guy that's into concepts, ideas, and practical living, right? So if he's saying here that he doesn't like the idea of not knowing, I think you can read into what he's saying. You can see who he is. I'm assuming, right? Because I have no other. The guy's not. He's like one of these people that you ask him a point blank question, no answer. He goes on with other stuff, right? You can't get a straight answer out of him. So he said, hindsight shit is easy. It's not hindsight. I'm in this fucking trade, man. I'm in the British pound on the chart. This you see in this thing. I made 40 pips, right? I got out this morning when we came up into previous, the floor. I said in the last fucking video, who's not buying the pound here? Okay. I'm not saying buy the pound here and hold it till the end of time. You got to know when to get out. The exit door is the last known. If you're buying, the last known support is your exit, because that's where the sellers are going to come in. It's a two-way street, okay? Volatility is the thing that blows people up, because if they're trading a certain size all the time with a certain kind of stop, they're going to fucking blow the account up, right? If they keep doing that same trade, also presupposing that you have discipline not to just keep pressing the button because it's dropping, right? Just over and over hitting buy at the market. I said buy at the market. You should only do that occasionally, unless you're unless you really are going to get out of the trade in the next minute or 10 days. Who's buying at the market and just saying, well, I'm going to buy at the market some monster position, and hey, I'll just put 1,000 pips top on it. Look, I never got stopped out. I mean, people can say anything, right? So here he's saying, just cascade a load of orders below swing lows into vacuums and voila, money. Yes, fucking A. Voila, money, and voila, stopped out sometimes, because what if the market keeps going down? Then he says he doesn't even show you, Goober, the distribution of risk each entry. Okay, I posted the scripts. Okay, you choose that risk. I'm not going to choose the risk for you. The more you risk, the more you make. This is the oldest thing in the fucking world. Okay, it's like craps. Let it ride. Okay, now this guy is maybe feels betrayed by people showing him. Maybe he paid for a course or something, and this is why I don't charge. Can you imagine if I charged this guy like even $10 a month? Come into my live trading room. Watch me. He's like, well, God, it doesn't work for me. I'm like, well, okay. If I could place the orders for you, then you're not going to be happy that you weren't right about that one ticket. The whole point of this is, he says, the distribution of risk in each entry and how you manage the exits. Okay, the distribution of risk, I've already said in the fucking video, the idea is to not get in at one price. Okay, now this might be a brainstorm to people. It was to me when I decided, oh, maybe I could buy it. And the only reason this even came about is because you could never trade like this until there was electronic trading. And I'm assuming this guy has a computer because he's on the internet whining. And so we're on the internet. He has MT4 platform. Trading is not analyzing. Trading is execution. So I have 3 ways I can execute. 3 styles of scripts. I can hit a button that throws a buy stop in 1 pip above, whatever I define. Then I can say, does that script last 15 minutes, a half hour, 1 hour, 3, 2? You can make scripts now because MT5 lives inside of MT4 now. As far as times on the scripts, but not times on the chart, you can have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 pending orders. They will evaporate. They will delete themselves. In that time, if you lay a blanket, if you cascade a pile of orders into a vacuum of walla money, you can just determine your exposure over time, which is the risk over time, whether you want that to be an 8-hour ticket, a 15-minute ticket. Okay, a 15-minute ticket, 100 pips deep, in the middle of the night, probably not going to fill, right? In Asia session, at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time out of New York, when the market's when every broker in the planet rolls their shit over. Okay, so think about it, right? Now, the distribution of risk for each entry, it's predefined. I uploaded the fucking scripts for free. Download it. Put a fucking buy limit. And then I think the same bozo asked me, well, what's the trade? I said, put a buy limit 20 pips deep on the British pound. You're probably still not filled yet because we're up right now. So, and I've got videos where I trade this shit. I mean, there's no hindsight here, people. I'm showing you why I'm getting in. That's why I'm going back on the chart. I'm saying low volatility has a different trade plan than high volatility. It has to be. How couldn't it be? If you want to trade all the time, if you want to trade for a living, if you want to trade with longevity, if you want to survive these markets, you have to have more than one trade plan, more than one stop. And you're certainly not going to break out some fucking Gartley shit. I just watched this this asshole that was trying to sue everybody about the harmonics, and he's lined up with the IML guy, International Markets Live guy, and I can't believe Linda Brashford would hook up with this pig that's running the thing, who's like, oh my God. I mean, she's a real trader. But I understand people have people. Maybe he was training. She was training him, and he's supposed to be some big mogul. And the other guy's got his course cost $250 a month. The original harmonic guy, unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. I can't remember his name right now, but it's the guy that's posted. It's hilarious. Put this lawsuit after Stapleton, and so, you know, let's say it says here the distribution of risk, each entry, and how are you going to manage your exits? Okay, I've already said that if I'm up on a trade that I got into on limits and I can see that I'm never going to hit some of those targets are designed, I don't know where it's going to go. It could go to that floor. It could engulf it, and that's called a pure auction day. Look up auction trading. You can put it in the link in here again. Some guy did a video 7 years ago how to basic auction theory. Theory makes money. 10 pips stop to make 100 pips, right? Now, if you want to put 10 pip stops, that's up to you. How are you going to manage your exits? Well, listen, either it's going to get out at the predefined for the scalps. I have scalps in there. I have everything. I got a hotkey keyboard, Cherry keyboard, GA86, okay? I hit a button. It could buy at the market. I hit a button, it's going to throw in a limit. I hit a button, it's going to put a stop. Trading's about trading. It's about execution. It's about being able to access an opportunity when you see it, whether it's on the 1 minute chart or it's on, of course, you probably don't need a hotkey keyboard to launch orders that you're only going to trade once a month. You can hand place those at below swings, right, where everybody's getting stopped out, where the liquidity is. Okay, this vacuum is where the liquidity is. The market can keep cascading into that. It's going to stop you out. If you don't have a view of how big the vacuum is, and you're going to get, if you can't see that that there's a vacuum that's 400 pips below you, right? How quickly will it fill that vacuum? You don't know. It could shear down. It could walk down. If it walks down, you could counter trend trade it on those buy limits, even those buy limits you have sitting there. You can put on every time you see a doji, you can put on a hedge. Okay? You can put breakout hedges, or you can literally put a hedge on with stops, and those are going to be your like anti-breakouts, right? Think about it. It's trading. You got to trade to understand what trading is. There's 3 entries: market, stop, or limit. The broker doesn't allow you any other thing. He does allow you to put a time decay on your pending orders, which are the stops and limits. The market's dropping 20 pips an hour, and you have a trailing buy stop. You keep hitting a hotkey, or you just keep double clicking, or you keep hand placing trailing buy stops in anticipation it's going to reverse, and those are decaying every half hour. That means every half hour you got to come back and put another one in if you haven't made a higher high. You don't want to chase the market. Okay? You don't want to get trapped in a breakout that's a fake out, right? Is it a breakout or a fake out? This is the question that goes back to mankind for any stop entry system. Is it a fake out or is it a breakout? Some people wait for the breakout, they come back in, they get in at the market where it broke out, came back. Or if you're really lazy, you just put the buy stop in there, but you can't have one ticket. And I think this is what's overwhelming this guy, is he can't think about one ticket. So how do you manage your exits? Well, he can't manage his exits. So what he's saying is, I can't manage my exits. Okay? How are you going to manage your exits? Good luck blowing your account, goober. Okay? So the thing is that if you've done the math, if you got $500 in your account and you laid 20 orders and your total risk is $40, because you actually could look at the platform and see everything I post is a 1K. I did a video recently where I got into, I think it was, I traded it all night long. It was just last week. I'm in 100, I'm using, it was like 100K or something, or maybe 75K. I didn't hit one button to get into 75K. They're all in individual orders, okay? And I made $500, okay? I made $500. I showed the whole thing. I had pendings that were sitting there all fucking day. I'm going to put the link to this poor son of a bitch. It's not hindsight. I traded it, okay? It was like a 2-hour video. I paused. I went to sleep. I woke up. I said in the morning, I said, I'm getting out. Here, I got out of those retraced. The markets go up and down. This may be a real surprise to this guy. I don't know how long he's been trading. So then he says, no shit, goober. I've been trolling ICT for a long time and his sheep. I miss ITC. Endless hours of entertainment. I don't know what this guy is thinking. He thinks there's one way to, he just, man, it's incredible. So this guy is defending me. Exactly. The concept is simple, stupid. The task of trading is not easy. It takes a lot of skill and experience. You dig? What the fuck are you here doing? Even can't believe, even believe I can't be done. Oh, you can't believe it. What are you doing here if you can't believe it can't be done? So, total moron, get the fuck out of here. You have no clue how he trades. Okay, there's not, it's right there. You can see all my, I posted all my accounts. You can see where I traded it until I blew it up. Okay, I blew it up because I'm running, this is not real money, so I'm running all those orders in there. I knew I was going to blow it up. I knew I was going to blow it up because I knew I'd overloaded it. You have to do the math. Trading's math. There's no mysticism here. I don't know if this guy's one of these, Gartley traders. God forbid. So total moron. Get the fuck. You have no clue how he trades, where he exits, and why. Okay, I don't have why. I just tell you it's obvious. I don't know. Maybe just watch one video. Any clown can tell you to buy support and sell resistance. Yeah, and you should. You should. Okay. But do you have the scripts to trade that? Do you have the order plans? Do you have the trade plans? Do you have the ticket plans? Do you have your stops? Do you have your take profits? Do you have the sizing right? 1, 2, 3 is simple to bell end, whatever that is. Any clown can chum out a concept, but you have any clue how he trades it? It trades itself. What is he talking about? You place an order out there. Can you lose on that one ticket? Yes, but what is that the percentage of your account? 0.0001? In a world where you can automatically drop probably about 50 orders in under a minute, what do you need to know? You need to do the math on that script. What would that be? And right, this guy in the last 4-hour chart said, you put a load of orders under the swing. Yes. Into the vacuum with a master stop and consolidation lows. Well, it doesn't have to be a master stop. I'm saying that's a suggestion. If you want to do the math like that, you're going to buy, and you've done the dollar risk. We're trading money, man. We're not trading pips. We're trading money. So if that is not a lot of money to you, yes, you will make money when that thing retraces. Just like the British fucking pound. When it crushed down, if you keep buying into it, it retraces, you make money. Okay. If you get in too big, you blow up the account. Like, this is really simple, right? So because you would have lost. Okay. I don't even talk, not on this chart. You would have lost. Okay. Yeah, you're going to lose. Okay. So this guy's looking for the Holy Grail. He's another Holy Grail seeker. But then, just like ICT, he doesn't accept even a loss in hindsight. So he said, yeah, look at the doji here, but you don't, what are you talking about? The loss is there. If it didn't blow up the account, I can't tell you how many demos I've filmed of this scenario. And I could run a strategy test right now, but I'm going to go to the chart here in a minute and show this poor guy how to trade. Doji above support. Yeah, he's so confused, right? Would sell there, haha. Yeah, it's called trading. You got to buy and sell. In fact, if you're long right now, if you're long on anything, your target is hopefully somebody's sell. In other words, you have to be a seller to make money if you're long. You have to be a seller to make money if you're long. I know this is so simple. What's possibly happening is so simple, it goes over his head. Okay, people are like, oh, what are you talking about? Yeah, trading's really for cavemen. So also support 10 pip interval down with no fucking clue which order exits at which point. Bullshit. It's all pre-fucking programmed, you dumb fuck. It's right in there. I have scripts that I'm not doing here because I don't want people to blow up their accounts. There are scripts I've written, and I've been doing it for fucking 7 years. Been writing scripts. You put every 10 pips. If that order lasts for 15 minutes, and I'd buy 100 pips deep every 10 pips, that's 10K. What the fuck is he talking about? With a master stop, hard written, I've got that script. Okay, I could run that all day long. I probably won't get too many fills. To take profits, they could be break even. They could be monsters. They could be, I'm going to risk 10 to make 100. That ain't going to fucking happen. How many times can you risk 10 pips to make 100 pips? Or risk 20 to make 60? What the fuck? Okay. But this is what you're up against. Okay. In the fact that this guy's probably a newbie. He's like, what the fuck? Now, the poor guy hasn't gone through and blown up an account or something. Or maybe he traded some dumb fuck system. I'm saying the reason why this is better than one pony, a one-trick pony trade, like, oh, I got this buy stop, I waited all day for this setup, I got confirmation, I got floor pivots, I got Rankos, I got clouds, I got Hakanashis, and my mom told me I should buy it. What the fuck, right? And you bank everything on that one ticket. I predefine my risk, and yeah, I know where I'm getting out. I can manage one trade. And God, how can't this guy manage to get to his fucking computer? So, okay, with no fucking clue, I have a fucking clue, fuckhead. So, at which point, and how the fuck would you even attempt to manage it? Okay, You got to get out of your mom's basement and manage your life. Like, yeah, he can't manage. People are bringing him little sandwiches that are cut in in quarters. So any newbie watching this is going to go murder himself. I think he's going to kill himself. I hope this isn't blood on my hands. Total mess. Okay. It's probably, yeah. But I say you don't have to do that. Okay. You start off, it's just like drugs. You start off with one hit, right? You don't have to do like all the blow you're going to do your whole life in one night, right? You don't have to do that. Of course, anybody would start off and say, well, let me see it. Let me run on a demo first. I mean, is he even tried? You're not going to make any money unless you're a turtle trader. If you buy high, you sell higher. This is buy stop entry that he did, that this e-learner guy that he was at. Buy high, sell higher, right? But buy low, sell high means you're waiting to get filled, right? Or you're waiting for it to drop, you're going to nail it at the market. And you think that's as low as it's going to go, because when you buy at the market, you know, you're right? So it's not going to go any lower then, right? It's going to turn around. When they see your order come in, it's going to turn around and go straight up. It's not. You're going to lose. You're going to be down. You're going to have drawdown. So instead of buying at the market, your standard size, 2% of your fucking account, how about you buy 0.001% at the market and pepper buy limits 10 pips apart all the way to China and learn and see that, you know what? Look, it's going lower. Oh, wow, I'm getting a better price. You're scaling in. You're distributing your risk. The whole point of this, how is this going over this guy's fucking head? It's incredible. But he's a child. I'm assuming let me just assume he's a child. He's either never traded or he's blown up account or he's been betrayed by people saying, well, they're wearing a suit and tie and they're like, come on, I'll show you how to trade. Come here with me. Come here, little boy. Hey, do you like gladiators? So, you know, no clue here. This guy's defending me. I talk about it in every video, right? That's all I talk about. So I had to ask him questions here he hasn't answered yet. So let me go to the chart. Let me explain it to him again. I got some explaining to do. So here it is. I said in the other video, I'm going to buy the euro dollar at the top bottom. So what if I buy at the market here right now? Not a good idea. See the vacuum below? It could crush down. So what do? You come in here, you put your trusty risk 30 pips to make 30 pips break even. How about we just throw it there? Does that look like a good trade? Will we get filled today? It lasts for 12 hours. We don't know. Okay. When I throw all these orders in here, he's risk 36 pips to make 30. How about down here? Would you buy down here? Is it going to get filled today? It's a scalp. Obviously, it's a scalpish type of order. Now, these tickets will actually turn into buy stops. The tickets I put in the last video where I actually put this stuff, these scripts, is that say I wanted to get in a stop. 4 hours. I'm giving the market 4 hours to take out the top of this 4-hour bar. You come over here, your trusty predefined risk 22, risk 16 to make 22 pips risk, and these are just whatever number you think you can handle. This is $1.60. Buy stop entry, confirmation on buy stop here if it takes out top of that wick. I don't recommend that trade unless the ATRs drop below a certain amount. This is a 50 pip grid. This is daily chart too. That's the breakout of the daily. You talk about the 4 hour. If I put a buy limit right down here, I got these fractals are left over from last video. Right here. Buy here. See, you want to buy right on that wick? Do you want to risk 28 pips? You put this one in. You want to risk 16 pips? You put this one in. But don't put them in at the same price. These are drag and drops. Now, I have hard-coded ones that do have a master stop that it would just come in like this. You'd have a stop down there. When the market plunges down, now, this may be really a surprise to him that we don't know really what the fuck's going to happen and how it's going to happen. But where in the hell can't you see on this chart? Now, this is the euro dollar. I hope it's not disorientated because the last video was about the British pound. You start buying here. You got stopped out. You buy here, you buy here, you buy here, you buy here, you buy here. You're going to get stopped out of some of this shit. If these are all the same tickets and all completely linearly placed, linear. Or you could place the orders at key zones. Like you could say, well, I'm going to put a buy limit here, about one here at the doji, and I'll put one here where I think they're going to stop people out. You only get filled in 2 tickets, okay? If these stops are too tight, you did not realize this profit. You also did not realize this profit. Is this really that hard to fucking think about? You are going to lose, you are going to win. You're trying to win is more than you lose. This is where trading's an art, okay? If painting's an art. You ever seen a painting that is made in Indian ink, black ink? Okay. A guy takes a pen and he does little dots. And after like 1,000 hours, he's got a fucking image to blow your mind. This is what I'm doing. I'm placing a bunch of dots on the screen to make up a total to make money. It isn't like some type of just broad brush or just throw, you know, this was popular back in the 70s. You could just vomit on canvas and people go, very interesting, nice art. But now you can't do that anymore, right? I don't know, maybe it's coming back, right? How about I'm trading like Andy Warhol, right? Instead of soup cans, I'm putting orders in. I mean, that's probably before his time. But why do you want to pick some exact fucking, oh, see, this Gartley is going to, this is the X, this is the bed, and we put this here, right? And we get in here, we put a stop here. But you can see your exit needs to be here. I hope this isn't getting lost in him. You see that wick? That was your exit. If you bought here, you had to start thinking about getting out. When it's going up, you think about selling. When it's going down, you think about buying. It's the oldest trick in the book. If you had a sell limit here, and you know this, the other guy was saying, well, you don't know the fractal guy. Okay. You know this high exists. You put a sell limit up here. Are you shitting your pants when it comes up here? Maybe. Right? That's your problem. You got to buy depends for that. I can't help you there. When you sold this and they sheared your head off, did you get stopped out? Did you lose? Not if your stop was way up there like a swing trader. And now you're up on, it's psychological, right? Are you going to go through these swings like this? Can you see that? I can't see it in here. Maybe there is a scalp in here. I don't know how quickly this thing sheared up. Yeah, you're going to get stopped out of stuff if you don't know where your stop is. But here it spells it out. See that number 16? That's 16 pips. Now there is slippage. There is the spread. There may be slippage. There's a spread. How hard is this to it's just too simple, and that's the disturbing thing. At least it was to me. Volatility matters. So right now I have pending buy stops here to get picked up if it goes up and it doesn't keep going down. I can put a hedge on. I have sells in here. Okay, so I go to the S. S is for sell. Let me close down this limits. S is for sell. B is for buy. This is another thing. Pay attention. Now I can put a hedge on here. I could say, well, I wouldn't do this trade, but I missed the entry here. See the low ATR here? Fix the scale here. Note the low ATR. This is another thing that may be astounding to him is volatility. I should be short right now on a sell stop if I was to enter that way. Or at the end of that doji, I would just put on a hedge or I would sell. Or I would bracket this with a buy stop above that bar and a sell stop below. The market's open. It's really trading right now. I'm up on this trade. Do I get out now? If it was written in the script, I could have gotten out, or I could take all profits now, saying, you know what? I think this is it. We're done. I think it's going to reverse now. So therefore, I wanted to put a trailing buy stop above here, 8 hours. I can run it really tight in 8 hours. We're probably going to get, this 8 hours, right? So trading is about trading, and it's predefine the risk. It's right there, okay? These are, I said I was going to put this up 30 pips to make an incremental 10 pips profit on each of these tickets. If I put this above here, this is a sell. Now, for instance, if I just kept dropping that same thing here, I have a master stop of 30, slightly different entries, but expanded take profits, okay? I put it in, here is the bottom that I'm putting it on, right? Now I'm going to put it in the big vacuum here. I'm going to put all these buy limits in. you're going to need some math skills. Say I want to buy at this 50-yard line. I put a buy here. Okay, I put a buy here. Not the same price, right? Each has its own take profit. I make 70 pips here. I make 80 pips. The deeper I go, logically, now this is going to be a logic concept thing. Must be too much chewing for the guy, but if I go down here, I can make 80 pips, right? Because I'm expecting a retrace off of here. But if I put risk 25 to make 15, I'm looking for that to be a scalp. So in case I'm wrong, if I make this money and it comes down and it takes out that 30, then I have my risk is set. This is the hard part. Math, okay? So if you say I'm gonna put a scalp bank down here in walla, in the vacuum, and walla money. The deeper I go, here, risk 32 pips make 44 pips, because if I put a risk 32 pips here to make 44 pips, I may never see it. I'm also saying I think the market's going to go ripping up 44 pips from here. Just like if I put an order here where I said, well, I'm gonna buy right here, just like 1 pip lower. This is nearly a market order, and if you were going to buy at the market, you would buy. This is a better price. You think we could hit this price? Now, what do you think the chances are? I'm asking the market to go up. If I don't close all profits, I don't get out. If I don't dump when I'm up, and if I see that that is a ridiculous trade, now I'm asking to get out at the very top here. It just so happens that order I dropped is getting out at the top. That's not planned. That is because random prices, the market's random. Random take profits, risking 18 to make 16. You'd be like, I can't believe that, not the best ratio. Higher probability of making money, though. And you're like, I can't believe I'm making money on that. Now, to manage orders, you're going to have to go to your platform here. And I tell you, when you have buy stops that are pending too long above, you got to get rid of them. If you come up here, and look at this, I'm up on something. Look, see, I'm winning. I'm winning on the buy limits. A buy limit on the British pound, I'm up $3. I'm up 32 pips, right? There's the comment. I know it was a day order. Geez, let's see if I can get to the. Okay, I'm running old school 1024 or 1280 by 1024 or something here. But you turn off the comments. And I turn off the commissions, 0 commissions. So, and you have to turn off the auto arrange so you can kind of hunt down. But if you arrange by price here, this is why I say trade one instrument. There's another reason why I can manage the orders. Okay, this guy's like, how do you manage all those orders? I'm only on one currency, fuckhead. So if I go like this and I say price, you see the sells are above, the buys are below. Now I normally just run buy only. That's how I manage it, because I can just click this and I can see, well, what do I have that's going to fill, right? Here's the threshold is right here. Here's the sells above. Here's the buys below. So if I don't want to run any sells, and I'm a bull, I just delete the sells, right? The sell limit. This is how you manage it. You see this little X on the side. You click that off. You delete it. Or you can have an EA coming on top and do it for you. Okay. I just got filled on a buy stop, right? Or probably that buy limit, right? Okay, I got filled on that buy. I still got buy stops above. Another thing you do is if you hold down the Alt key, you need to go up to tools. You need to go to options. You need to go to charts. And if you click on this little thing that says use Alt to drag trade levels, I hold down the Alt key, I come over to the buy stop, and I say, you know what? It's too high. Either I'm going to delete this or I'm going to scrunch it down. I want to get involved in that. I want to go long, and I want to get long here too, maybe in a cascading manner. My God, man. Cascade was like the best shit to clean your fucking stuff in the dishwasher. I mean, the picture on the box had little sparkles. So don't don't say anything bad about Cascade. Here's another little hotkey. Delete all objects. Okay. Hotkey traded. I can buy at the market. I don't know if this is set. I might not have that stuff turned on in here. Pretty sure I do. Here. I also want to turn this on. If you downloaded any scripts for the newbie that's trying to save newbies, here's another one. Buy stop. I think I still have this programmed in here. If not, it's on. Well, I didn't open that. Here it is. I didn't open that folder, I guess. So here's the cells. If I wanted to put a cell stop in, here's predefined. Double click. Here it comes. Now open up the script, take a looky-poo, and see what your risk is, okay? This shouldn't be like landing on the moon. You know, that was risky. They could have not made it back. We didn't land on the moon. I know this guy. Hope this isn't a flat earther I'm talking to, or I'm really going to have a problem. 15 minutes is the expiration. It's going to put a cell stop 2.2 pips below current price, which means if you add the spread to that, maybe the spread's a pip. My stop is here, 8 pips above plus the spread. So what do you think the risk is here? It's 10.2 pips without the spread. I'm selling low. Bad, right? Selling low, stop is above. Add these two numbers up. It comes out to 10.2. I have a profit. It says 10, but it's not because I got a bad entry. I'm only going to make 8 pips. Not even. Because this number, right, to this number. Now, you want to do this on a demo first. These are all set. Now, if I go to this one, key number 9 is set to say, well, you know what? I'm going to put in I'm going to get in a sell stop 10 pips. And I'm going to put a 20 pip stop, and I'm looking to make 250. This should be a lower number, actually. So I don't like to get in stops that far away. So let me make this 33. It's a 5 decimal broker, so it's 3.3 pips. Compile that. Okay. Now, if I double click that, also you could drag and drop that. These are the scripts that it didn't release in the drag and drop thing because if you're not careful and your broker runs out of stuff you can drop, you're going to start choking it. It'll freeze for 10 seconds. You'll see. The way to kill that is to change time frames. The way to make sure no scripts are hanging or looping, they used to loop. I guess they changed the executions. They could loop possibly. How are you going to manage all those tickets? Oh my God, I don't know. So here, well, look at, I just managed a ticket. Look, I'm winning on the British pound. I take that off, bank that, right? I just managed the trade. Look, it's killing me. So how do you manage all those orders? Why would you have to? The whole point of this is that you lay them out, you set it, forget it, you walk away, you go get drunk, you come back, either you won or lost. It's gambling, god damn it. There's no science here, people. See this double bottom? It's in time. The wick, this is where you enter. The fractal's telling you, hey, there's stops down, there's liquidity down here, okay? You don't know if that could have kept tanking. And it did later, but first they ripped it up because it goes up and down. The markets go up and down. You missed your sell limit here, buddy. I tell you in the video, this is the void. You look for the vacuum. Yeah, voila, you're up on that trade, right? But like I said, if you sold here on a stop, you got to ask yourself, is it going to keep going? Or should I buy? These are all the questions you got to ask yourself. I can't do it. Nobody would trust me I wouldn't really want to have to explain to somebody if you're giving me $20 a month and you were subscribing to my, and then people, yeah, look, listen, man, we're never going to trade the same because you have some type of psychological damage. You know, if you've been bit by a dog, it's may take you 40 dogs that you might see, before you lose that fear of dogs, you might have to see 40 dogs that don't bite. And you're like, oh, okay, but you might flinch a little bit still, right? So I don't know where this guy is coming from, but it's funny because it's as if I sold him a course and he's like, okay, boy, ICT apparently was charging people. I talked to somebody that said, oh yeah, guy just bullshitted me. Not bullshitting. In the last video I said, you got to be a good loser. You got to be good at losing. Because you're going to lose. It's how much do you lose? You lose when you get in your car and drive. Fucking mileage. The tires are wearing out. I remember I bought a new car once and I'm like, damn, fucking every time I drive this, not only am I burning gas, but I think I'm wearing the tires out. I think I'm fucking the engine over. And now the gear shifter is so sloppy, it's like, holy God. I had to like, I first got the car, it was so snug I couldn't get it in gear. And of course, I'm presupposing a lot that people are able to do here. Here's the buy stop entry. Like I said in every video, you need to take something, you need to take profits off along the way, because what if it comes back? You need a scalp plan. You need something built in there to scalp it. There's not a lot of scalps in here. These are swing trade scripts, okay? These are for people that kind of have day jobs, I think. Like you put an order to sell up here. Now put a crop into the upper vacuum. This is no man's land up here. This is also a vacuum on another time frame. Here's the weekly. Do you think it's a good idea to put some sell limits up here today? Sure. Do I have to manage these? No, the higher they go, the larger the take profit needs to be, because I'm anticipating it's going to come back here and it's going to go up there and come back to the previous known top, which is these two tops. This is the time top, that's the price top. If I place this, I'm looking at the ratio 30 to make 80, that's probably going to be higher unless I think it's going to keep dropping. It's up. The trend, okay, this is alert, euro dollar, uptrend. What's the trade? Buy. Doesn't mean we can't counter trend trade it, right? 1 week, sheer up, boom. Okay, we started off this, I'm not sure if this is last week or this is, some brokers start on Sunday night. Doesn't matter, go to the daily, right? Maybe it's going to help. Okay, right. No, that's the beginning of the week. We're in a little area up here. So what if you wanted to get in here on the 5-minute chart? Now, this is where it's going to be work for the guy, because you're going to have to be like, okay, well, I had to put buy stops in here. Now, this is where I would press a button to launch a buy stop that's trailing on the 5-minute, but your target's here. You got to be out of this trade on something right now. Right? You got to be out of something right now. Otherwise, what the fuck? You're saying, I'm so good, I'm going to buy right here. It's going to go up and never look back. Okay. This fractal here, this turnaround, this is the exit door for the buyers. For the scalpers, they're probably lightening up here. It could go shearing up. There's no markets open today in the United States, so cash markets are closed, so there's low volatility. It looks like Asia right now. If you're on the 15-minute chart, what was the trade? Here's a walla vacuum trade. I just don't know how people aren't getting this, or this one guy. Your buy limits start here. You could place them 2.5 pips apart. You're up in the fucking trade. This is real. This is not hindsight, motherfucker. We're right here, right now. Do you see what I'm talking about? You see that ticket? I'm down 4. This is the buy stop that I placed on a larger time frame, which is a bad way to do it. I should have been long in the vacuum. There's a 15-minute vacuum hole here. You know, you could put a triangle in here if you wanted, if it made you feel better. You could put a triangle. You can see I can fit a triangle here. Look, I'm winning. Oh, it's crazy. I don't know my risk. I got a buy stop up there. I don't even like that buy stop up. So what I do? I come up here and if it was you could see it flashing color if I had the, you can see this about to fill. So here's the buy stop I'm thinking. Type here. There's just not enough room on this. I have the auto range turned off, so try to, but see, here's the buy stop, right? We're coming up into that. So I don't want that ticket. Take it off. This this is money management. It's all money management. It's so funny because, well, you know, manage it. It's all money management, dude. I don't want these sell stops down here. This is bullshit. I was showing that for example. I'm showing you how to execute. These sell stops are bullshit. We don't want to sell there. If anything, we sell right now. See, sellers coming in after 5 fucking minutes here. It's 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. It goes up, it goes down. Isn't it incredible? Now, if I think I got a bad entry here, that's up to you to decide how much punishment you can take. I can't decide that for you. If you're up on this trade and you're like, oh man, I'm down 14 cents, it's killing me. If that's the threshold for pain for you, get out. Okay? If you're in a capital preservation, the old joke is if you're not losing, you're not trading big enough. If you're not losing something, because you need to risk that. Now, these are bullshit. I would never sell. If anything, I'd be buying down here. Never selling a stop down there. I would sell at the market right here and now. On the clock, it went up 5 minutes. It's a market order sell. Then I put sell limits above, like this, right? Predefined risk on every one, 30 pips. Let it go. Let it rip. Another thing I think that's disturbing this guy is the uncertainty of trading. He can't accept uncertainty and risk. You're gonna struggle at trading until you can accept that you don't know what the next moment brings. That's a problem. So, look, I just managed some tickets there. Did you see that? So, if you can't deal with living in uncertainty, trading is going to be a very daunting task. Seriously, it's going to be brutal. Now, I think I'm going to get filled on these sell limits. What do you think? Distribution of risk. My rule is never put one ticket when you can put 2 in there and split the risk. Never sell at the exact same price. When this was coming up here, if you place the sell limit here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, all the way up, and of course with modern technology, you could double click and throw them way up into God knows where for 3 hours. Imagine 3-hour script is different than a 2-hour script because your exposure is less by 1 hour. This is about exposure. This is about attacking markets where you don't have to use the moving average. It's all about price. The video was about vertical price. The price is there in front of you. You need to sell high and buy low. It just seems so, I know it just seems too simple. And for people that want complicated answers because only big hedge funds and people with PhDs trade, no, sorry. There's traders are so successful and you ask them, what's your system? They go, I don't know, it just looks like a good place to get in. They're killing it. Now the guy that whips out his fib tools and all this fucking bullshit, he's suffering. Oh man, this fib stuff's not, I draw in the right place and man, it's so right. I wish I could remember the name of this asshole with the patent. His attorneys are coming after people. Why is he suing people that are using harmonic trading when he's charging $2,500 a year to be in his club? I watched one of his videos. It's complete garbage. He's running this auto scanner and he goes, oh, we got a new entry. Oh, we got a new. What's the difference between him saying, oh, we got a new entry. Oh, it repainted. And him just accumulating over a span. Most people that you see on the internet or in life, they pick one car to drive. What if you had 10 cars? Well, God, 10 cars, how do you manage all the fuel on that? Well, I don't drive them all at once. It's crazy. But that's what I'm saying is, why do you think the trading is the only opportunity? The only reason I got into fucking trading, okay, is because I'm an artist, okay? I can only do one thing at a time. Unless I'm going to do an etched copper plate where I paint something and I start stamping, boom, 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 and I can create a series. And then, of course, then you got to number them, for God's sakes. This is so many. Oh, yeah, the first ones are more expensive. Yeah, before the copper plate gets destroyed, right? In trading, you can lay in grids of orders and cover a whole area with the same effort it would take to put one trade in. Okay, so how is it going past the guy's head? Well, he's been indoctrinated by the industry, apparently. And he's looking for the Holy Grail. I don't know. It's hard pressed to say. Look, the sellers came in. Look at that. It's crazy. So you sold the market. You're up a little bit on this. Is it going to be, you're going to retire in that one trade? Probably not. Think about it, right? I don't know if that helps, but my God in heaven, man. If you're going to say something, be pacific, right? At least say, well, you see here, it's so-and-so in the thing, but okay, but I'm not selling anything. So, I don't get it. And why I'm not selling anything? Because I'm trading. Why would I want to manage bozos? Like, can you imagine somebody that guy's paying me? I paid for your course and it blew up my account. I'd be like, okay, now this is why you would charge somebody, right? Because then you got to babysit them through that. You got to figure out. Well, tell me tell me your life story, and then I can see. Are you paranoid schizophrenic? Are you just born angry like me? What's your problem, right? So that's the thing. Okay. But it's hilarious. I love it because it only concretizes my own. Every time somebody says that, I go, oh my God, thank God I'm on the right page. Like, if this guy doesn't get it, then I'm onto something, right? If this guy from the Institute of Indoctrination of, well, we want to put, the guy in the video with the fractals, cracking me up. We don't get in here. No, we not enough confirmation. Wait for penetration. I was like, what the fuck? When does this guy trade? How long is he going to live? He's on a 4-hour chart. He couldn't find an entry. You should be able to find a slot, an entry. If only for a scalp, if you really are a newbie, and you just sold here because it went up, and you're scared, get out. You're up on this trade, right? You sold here, you're up slightly. Get out. Or do you hold it? Now this is where you're going to wrestle with your emotions. Should I have held that trade? This isn't working. I only made 40 cents. How am I ever going to make $1 million trading in this Forex thing that's so rigged? And this guy said that moving average crossover system is like, he showed me the results and he says it works. Anybody ever try to trade that shit? I'm still waiting to see the guy. Oh, I see moving average crossover system. Oh my God. Do you really think the market's going to move at the same velocity that it moved last week? It's not going to happen. Okay, it's not going to happen. The markets are a vortex of chaos. There's no way. Oh, see, good thing I got out of that sell. Look at it go. Okay, you got to be long this thing, right? For a trend trader standpoint, but what if you bought up here on the tippy top like that bozo in the last video? Looks like he wouldn't have got filled up here, but we don't know that because this is actually slightly higher here. If the spreads were tight here, you see he went long here. If you put your order right dead on here, that other guy, the guy in the other video is long right now. Oh, I got filled. It's crazy. It's an uptrend, Look at the moving averages. What? And this could be the whole turnaround right here. Right here, it could literally never look back from this price. Then what are you going to do about that? I say buy low. I say if you instead of chasing, front run it. Put orders in front of the market. Look at the 1 hour. Well, 1 hour is a completely different story. Looks like it's going up. It looks like it filled this hole. My orders placed 3.8 pips apart. I'm waiting for it to go up. You're waiting to make money either direction. Here's a 1 hour ATR. When you see the ATR this small, you could put on a fat order here. Is this clicking for this Mr. M? Is this helping you? There's a double doji down here. Okay? Double bottom. 2 hour bottom. Because you weren't here to pull the trigger on that or even put a Gumpster, what does he call them? A goober buy stop and make this much money. You can see your exits, right? Your sell limits are here. You could either go the other way or you could see where you got to get out. You got to get out here. This is the vacuum. The walla vacuum is here. It's here. What's he talking about? You can't put a buy stop here and here. The ATR is too big, you dumb fuck. When it quiets down like here, did you babysit it last night? Coming into Asia, when it walked down, did you get filled on buy limits at the fractals? In the last video I said, put your limits at the fractals. The previous fractals, old ones. This is fractals from Friday. It's Fractal Friday. Come on. What the fuck? I hope this helps. I don't know what to say to this guy. You know, maybe he just wants to, like I said, he's been betrayed. He was invited into some war room and they beat the shit out of him and they go, oh, we tell you it was a war room. That's why you're missing your arm. So, I don't know. I hope that helps.